Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has gazed into the unknown, searching for signs of what is to come. Kings have sought guidance before battles, priests have claimed visions of the future, and mystics have written cryptic verses that would echo through the ages. Prophecy, it is both feared and revered. Some see it as divine truth, others as coincidence. But history tells us this. Time and again, words spoken in temples, etched into scrolls, or whispered by seers, have come true. Tonight, we unravel the most astonishing prophecies that shaped our world. From the cryptic warnings of the Oracle of Delphi, to the chilling visions of Nostradamus, from the omens that foretold the fall of empires, to indigenous prophecies that still resonate today. These are the ancient prophecies that came true. And before we begin, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell, because you won't want to miss the revelations waiting at the end of this journey into the forbidden past. At the heart of ancient Greece, beneath Mount Parnassus, there stood the temple of Apollo. Within it, a priestess called the Pythia would inhale vapors from a sacred chasm, fall into a trance, and deliver words that Greeks believed came from the gods themselves. For over 1,000 years, the Oracle of Delphi guided the destiny of nations. Her words were mysterious, often vague, yet history shows they shaped the course of wars and empires. Take King Croesus of Lydia. In the 6th century BC, he asked the oracle if he should attack Persia. She replied, "If you cross the river, you will destroy a great empire." Croesus marched to war, confident, but the empire he destroyed was his own. Later, as Persia threatened Greece, the oracle declared that Athens would be saved by wooden walls. Some took this to mean fortifications, but one general, Themistocles, believed it referred to ships. He built a fleet, and at the Battle of Salamis, the Athenians crushed Persia at sea, just as the oracle had hinted. The ambiguity of Delphi's prophecies made them easy to misread, yet when understood correctly, they changed the fate of civilizations. In the ancient world, prophets spoke words that were recorded in the Hebrew Bible. Some were warnings, others were visions, but many described events that would later come to pass. One of the most striking is the prophecy of Babylon's fall. The prophet Isaiah wrote that the mighty city would one day be deserted, never to rise again. Centuries later, Babylon, the jewel of Mesopotamia, fell to the Persians, and over time, its grandeur crumbled into dust. Today, the once great city lies in ruins, just as foretold. Another prophecy warned that Jerusalem's temple would fall. In 586 BC, the Babylonians destroyed Solomon's temple. Centuries later, Jesus himself predicted the destruction of the Second Temple. In 70 AD, the Romans burned it down, leaving only the western wall standing. To believers, these prophecies were proof of divine truth. To historians, they remain chilling examples of visions fulfilled by history itself. In 16th century France, a man named Michel de Nostradamus, better known as Nostradamus, wrote cryptic quatrains, 4-line verses filled with riddles and imagery. To some, he was a fraud. To others, a prophet whose words still echo centuries later. Nostradamus wrote, "The blood of the just will be demanded of London, burned by fire in the year 66. In 1666, London burned in one of the greatest fires in history. Another quatrain spoke of a dictator rising in Europe, bringing terror. Many linked this to Adolf Hitler. Nostradamus even described iron birds in the sky, words eerily resembling aeroplanes. Skeptics argue his verses are vague, open to interpretation. but millions still believe Nostradamus glimpsed the future. Remember 2012. The world held its breath, fearing the apocalypse. All because of the Mayan calendar. The truth is simpler. The Maya measured time in cycles called bactons. December 21st, 2012, marked the end of one cycle, not the end of the world. For the Maya, it was not doom, but renewal. And indeed, the world did not end, it simply turned the page. In 44 BC, Julius Caesar was Rome's most powerful man. A soothsayer warned him, "Beware the Ides of March." On March 15th, Caesar entered the Senate. He was stabbed 23 times by senators, betrayed by his closest allies. The prophecy came true, and Rome changed forever. In ancient Rome, prophecies were not spoken, but written. The Sibylline books, a collection of prophetic verses, were kept hidden in the temple of Jupiter. Whenever disaster struck, Rome's leaders consulted the books, and again, the cryptic verses guided the empire. During a plague, the books commanded Romans to build temples to foreign gods, and the plague ceased. During wars, they gave guidance that turned the tide of battle. Though the books were destroyed in 83 BC, their reputation as Rome's hidden oracle never faded. In the year 312 A.D., Constantine, a Roman general, prepared for battle against a rival. On the night before the fight, he dreamed of a cross in the sky with words, "In this sign, conquer." Constantine ordered his soldiers to paint crosses on their shields. The next day, he won a decisive victory. Soon after, Constantine legalized Christianity in Rome. One prophecy changed the faith of an empire. Far from Europe, the Hopi people of North America passed down prophecies for generations. They spoke of the coming of white men, bringing fire and steel. They foretold great roads crisscrossing the land, and a spider's web covering the earth, eerily resembling highways and the internet. Many Hopi elders believe we now live in the time of the Fourth World, a fragile age nearing its end unless humanity changes its path. In 16th century England, a woman known as Mother Shipton gained fame as a prophetess. She predicted the Great Fire of London, the rise of iron ships, and even descriptions of flying machines centuries before airplanes. Though some of her prophecies may have been altered over time, many still see her as one of history's most uncanny seers. In 1519, Spanish conquistadors landed in Mexico. But years before, the Aztecs recorded strange omens, flaming skies, a temple struck by lightning, a mirror showing men on horseback. When Hernan Cortés arrived, Emperor Moctezuma believed the prophecies had come true, that a god had returned. His hesitation helped doom the Aztec Empire. Prophecies exist in every culture. In China, the I Ching has been used for centuries to predict fate. In India, the Vedas describe cycles of ages, predicting times of chaos and renewal. In Islamic tradition, prophecies describe great wars and the end of days. Every culture, every faith, has sought glimpses of the future, and sometimes history seems to obey. So what do we make of prophecy? Were these visions divine? Coincidence? Or is there something deeper? A pattern we cannot yet see? From the temples of Greece to the pyramids of Mexico, from the scrolls of Rome to the visions of Nostradamus, prophecy has shaped the choices of humanity, and perhaps still does. Tell us in the comments, which prophecy shocked you the most? And what mystery should we uncover next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because history's secrets are far from finished.